Happy New Year, Power Pickers! Welcome to the first video in 2022, my entire guitar collection. At the moment I own 3 acoustic and 5 electric guitars. All the rest above is from my wife. So each of these guitars has its own function. Let's go through that very quick. Since this channel is about electric guitars and shredding, we will start with the electric guitars. The first guitar is this one over here, a Charvel San Dimas 2016 in fluorescent yellow, very rare and shiny. This Charvel is the only Charvel I own at the moment. The reason for that is because I'm more into Ibanez guitars, but this guitar is means something to me because it was the first electric shred guitar I owned. It's slightly used, as you can see on the fretboard, because I use it for more than 3 years now, and it has some very cool pickup options. So you can split the coils, that you have single coils, and at the moment it's tuned down a half step lower, because I'm learning Far Beyond the Sun from Yngwie Malmsteen, and I use this guitar for that. So it's more a Fenderish feeling, I would say. A very important guitar for me, and I really love it. I got it from a flea market 3 years ago for 600 euros, and it's pretty rare. The next electric guitar is the Ibanez RG550 in fluorescent red. My very first Ibanez guitar. It's from the Genesis collection, made in Japan. This shred machine is very important for me as well, because 2 years ago when I bought it, I fell in love with Ibanez, and especially their Wizard 5 necks. So they're very thin and shreddy. A really cool guitar, and since I own this I am totally into neon colors. It's a really beautiful guitar, and I love to have that. It shines so beautiful. Next one is my car guitar, the Ibanez RG121-DX from the Geo series. I think it's the cheapest guitar from Ibanez, and it's made in China. I basically use that in my car. So in summer, especially when we drive to a lake or we go swimming, I always have this guitar in my car to have some training hours on the lake. The neck of this guitar is a little bit thicker, and I really don't care about this guitar because, I mean, it lies in my car all the time. I take it with me on vacations, and it's just to train some alternate picking licks at the lakes. So to bring in my practice hours. But basically this guitar could be any other guitar as well. Maybe I replace this guitar this year because I would like to have a neon guitar for the lake as well. And a Jam Junior, for example, has the monkey grip, and that would be more comfortable to carry around. The next shred machine is the Ibanez RG1XXV. It's from the premium line in fluorescent pink, and I mean, what a great guitar. I was so lucky to get this guitar because this is pretty rare. It's the 25th anniversary model, and I got this through a flea market for 600 euros, and that's a crazy cool price for this great guitar. At the moment I'm using this guitar on the couch to practice some alternate picking while watching TV, but sometimes I also do my daily routine on this guitar. It is loaded with 3 DiMarzio Ibanez pickups, which are really cool, and for that price this is a great guitar for my collection. The 5th and most expensive guitar I own is the Ibanez j.custom RG550-FR. What a great guitar! I bought this guitar 1.5 years ago, and it's the most expensive guitar I own. It's also my main guitar now. The neck is really amazing. This thing is made for shreds and holy shit, I am proud to own a guitar like this. Let's go over to the acoustic guitars. The most expensive acoustic guitar I own is this beautiful Martin M36 guitar. That's very cool because if students forget my name, the name also stands on the head plate of the guitar. That's very cool. It has a beautiful Sitka spruce top, which is very dark, pretty rare. And the back and sides are out of Indian rosewood. This guitar is very rare nowadays, so I bought this 5 years ago, and luckily the price now is 1,000 euros more than in 2015. That means price go up. This is a good guitar for my collection. I mostly use this guitar for fingerpicking, and the sound is really awesome. This acoustic guitar is my oldest one. It's the Martim DCX1e, and I own it for 10 years now. The X stands for the high pressure laminate back and sides, so no real wood, but the top is made out of Sitka wood. This guitar means a lot to me. So for example, it will always remind me of my first meeting with Peter Ratzenbeck from Austria, an Austrian acoustic pro player. And almost nothing on this guitar is original anymore. For example, I removed the original Fishman pickup system because I thought it sounds pretty cardboardish, and I built in a piezo pickup in the sound hole. Very cool pickup, sounds very good and very depth and dark. Then another thing I did on this guitar is the chameleon inlay on the fretboard. It will always remind me of my dad chameleon Janos. And the mechanics are removed. Here we have the Waverleys. They're pretty cool, 250 euros, but the best mechanics you can have on an acoustic guitar, I think. Very cool guitar. I don't want to give that guitar away. It will always remind me of my starts on the acoustic guitar more than 10 years ago, but a very lovely one. And it also sounds pretty good. Acoustic guitar is this one. It's a Sigma Dreadnought guitar with laminated backs and sides and a Sitka wood top. It's a very cheap guitar because I mostly use it for campfires or for events where I don't really care about this guitar. So if it falls down on the floor, it falls down on the floor. I really don't care. But I love the sound, and the technology is from Martin, so it's a pretty cool guitar as well. And to be honest, for 320 euros, this guitar sounds really good. So that's my collection update for January 2022. We will see what 2022 will bring. Ibanez will release a lot of new guitars, and I hope that they will release a new neon colored guitar in green or orange. So the last year's Genesis model RG550 in fluorescent orange will be very cool, but since I want to have a fixed bridge guitar, maybe I wait a little bit and maybe they will release a new one. We will see. Maybe I also replace my Geo series guitar with a Jam Junior with the monkey grip. we will see. But so overall, I won't give away any of these guitars, and we will see what this year will bring.